Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up, people? It is me, Crimson60620, and I am back. And yeah, I kind of been stuck on Elite Dangerous a lot, a lot. And I am here just about to do some um gaming and commentary. And what's up, Vegeta? What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, man. Um, I kind of wanted to pick up, and I've been playing some Elite Dangerous. Is this actually a better mic than anything like than what I had before? I still got my normal desktop mic, but I use the headphones all the time in order to like motherfucking I guess listen to the video. But I don't know if is actually make a good mic. So I'm trying this out for right now. And of course, I can always go back to my other mic. It's still sitting right here, if you can see it. But I've been playing some Elite Dangerous, and not that I've been playing while I'm at work, even though I work from home. Um, let's just say I've had time to catch up on playing the game, and other shit like how do I put it? God damn it, I have to go there. I I still want to go back on these motherfuckers, and like keep seeing reactionary reviews of Star Trek Picard, and it's just like these motherfuckers are really flipping out on this shit, and they really flip on about all these other good shit, and like it's just one of those things where it's just like, motherfuckers. Star Trek ain't always like creators aren't obligated to make something that's just about you. I'm sorry. Your personal taste and shit, it's that's not how everything always goes. Oh, by the way, I did actually get a better ship. This is a fuck, what is it called? What is it called? I just hit it. Diamondback Explorer, yeah. Shit. Yeah, the Diamondback Explorer. So yeah, this is like one of the top line small size ships. Well, medium sized ships. So um, yeah, this shit. Like I'm glad I got this ship. But let's go. Let's go to this video. I forgot who this one is. Um, this is the Star Wars girl, and it's ironic. The Star Wars. I can't speak today. She's the Star Wars girl, and she's watching Star Trek. I feel like it's a betrayal of the fandom, and yeah. Let's let's see what she's talking about. And by the way, guys, since I'm remembering to do it right now, please like and subscribe and share the channel and all that other good bullshit. But let's hear this chick out. And you know what's kind of funny? I get tired of seeing this for like these reactionary motherfuckers who are, I guess, like they're trying to cover their fucking bases, where they think that if they say this content is not for children, they're covering their bases, and they usually don't like curse or say any kind of stupid shit, but they just, well, this content is for children. Like it's almost as if they have this, they can't think past the binary and shades of gray. But yeah, let's continue.
What's up, all my Ewoks, Tribbles, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna,
Can you guys hear her?
Star Wars Girl, and today I'm going to be talking about Star Trek Picard. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be doing reviews of these episodes because they are garbage. It is not worth my time and energy. Just watch.
Okay, so like for the record, you've already given CBS your money, dog. Like that's the thing. Like people like this really like I don't get where they have this whole issue where I'm gonna have to waste my time and money. You've given CBS the money already. That free shit, that free that free 30-day trial or they extended the 60-day trial for me. That shit every time you watch an ad on Star Trek Picard, you've given these motherfuckers your money. And like for real, like I'm tired of this whole this is my nerd cred bullshit all in the background and like I don't know if you guys can see the mouse or some shit like that. Hold on, let's see if I have my mouse over here. If you can actually see the mouse and shit all the way back in the background, like they are trying to build up their nerd cred, like they know all about the motherfucking Star Wars or Star Trek in this instance, and it's just like, are you really going there, dog? Like for real? Like for real? You think you have some kind of cred because you have all the toys in the back, and yes, they're fucking toys. Take it from somebody who's playing a video game, which is literally a game full of fucking toys. It is toys. That don't give you any more credibility that you know a thing or is your fandom. It's the fact that you bought more of the merchandise. You're making more of your identity, the fucking merchandise, which is kind of sad. I don't know. Coming from somebody who's been a lifelong PlayStation, well, not lifelong because I've been around, but a console lifelong PlayStation person, I don't give a fuck. If Xbox made a better game system with the games that I wanted to play, I would have switched to Xbox. But shit, my loyalty is to the fucking things I enjoy. But these motherfuckers build their loyalty around a fucking brand. They tie their self worth to like a fucking brand. How the fuck are you gonna be calling yourself? Oh, I am Xbox girls. Oh yeah, I. Oh no, I've watched her shit. I've watched this video all the way through, and she has issues. But let's continue, man.
Watching them is painful enough, and the reason why I continue to watch them is because there is still a part of my soul that has a shred of hope that something good might come out of this, that someone out there in the ether might hear, just have some kind of common sense or common ground on it. And there was a shred of good things that happened in this episode, which was seeing Riker, but this being the final episode, they decided to shoehorn in at the very end, the last 10.
I mean, like, Riker wasn't all that good in this episode. He came in, appeared on set for a screen, which he probably directed his motherfucking self, because Jonathan Frakes is literally becoming one of the main directors for Star Trek, like when he was in the past, except for the Abrams shit. Like he is literally one of the people that they call when they want to get their shit together. Like, hey, give us some of that next generation flavor, and they call Jonathan Frakes. I still say I want another Gargoyles show, but let's continue.
Seconds of this episode, that 7 of 9 is a lesbian or is bisexual, because when I was watching this, instead of doing reviews to things that I think are shit that are not worth my time, what I do is,
now mind you, she within a minute of this video, she's mentioning this whole 7 of 9 things, and I'm like, okay. When I first watched this video, because I did go and watch this video, I'm like, okay, why is that so important? But we will get to see. Remember, guys, this is a 30-minute video, and I'm gonna let her ramble on for a little bit more. I'm just interjecting on these particular points, but let's let her go.
while I'm watching it, I live tweet my reactions. I'll take a screenshot of what I'm watching. I post it on Twitter going, what the fuck is this? Or like, what the hell am I watching? And, the people get my live instant reactions to watching things. I did this with The Rise of Skywalker. I didn't do a review of it on here on my channel. It's not worth my time and energy.
Yeah, like I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. Like I when I was watching this, I was uncomfortable with like I know I wanted to make a video on this to highlight the stupidity of the whole point of which she spends 15 minutes of a 30-minute video talking about, and you can clearly tell that outside the complete manicured look and like or put together look, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, she may have some concerns, and let's let her say it.
Hated that movie. I will never watch it again. And again, I watched it from the comfort of my own home because there was no way in hell I was paying money for that shit show. And same thing with this. I was sitting here in my office in the comfort of my own home, watching it, having my eyes be raped for what the Star Trek or want to be Star Trek catastrophe is, and I live tweeted my reactions. And people,
what I don't get with these conservatives, they say shit like this. Oh, it raped me, or it did this to me, or it hurt me, and it's just like, but when you actually have somebody that has been physically harmed, then it's a motherfucking issue. I mean, like for like what makes no sense is these people who actually use this. Okay, okay, Vegeta. We gonna continue it, but look, we gonna continue.
notice similarities between things. There was one scene where there's over 200 Romulan warbirds, one ship that, Picard and Agnes are in, and then all of these space flying defense orchids are coming out, and there's going to be this epic battle. Somebody recognized the fact that this scene had been completely ripped off from some video game called Mass Effect.
And let they have changed some boobies in Mass Effect, she would have been all over that shit. Let that have been the case. And I'm tired of these motherfuckers talking about all these space orchids. They're fucking synthetic, anti-air motherfucking. I wouldn't say flowers, but they're anti-air fucking grab and hold shit. They look like orchids, but they act like fucking face huggers from the Alien franchise. And like I don't get why these motherfuckers are really always looks like flowers. They look like they are the uniquest thing there is, but in the same breath, oh, they had to copy and paste ships. Get the fuck out of here. Let's continue. What's
Now,
up,
I'm not a
world?
gamer per se. The only games I've ever really played is Diablo 3, the original Mario, and KOTOR. And I just finished KOTOR for the first time a few days ago.
Knights of the Round, Knights of the Round, or it wouldn't even be Jedi Fallen Order. It would be Knights of the Round. Why don't you just say Knights of the Round? Or am I just wrong? Am I just wrong with that one? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Shit. Damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It was somebody who is important to me. I had to like answer that phone call. But fuck. What was I saying? Oh God. Emmanuel Debay, like Dubai, whatever the fuck they call it in and I'm gonna get on the green. I'm gonna actually get on some more of this. I just need to do these two last videos on these idiots about Star Trek. Um, but what the fuck was I saying? God damn it! It was a lot of these people are generally just they're pissing me off because it's a lot of it's just that I don't like it. So boo. But let's let her continue. Was my mouse? There we go.
So I'm not a video game person. So the fact that somebody showed exactly how this scene from Star Trek Picard was exactly ripped off from Mass Effect. It's like, huh, and this has been going on throughout the show. Every single episode, somebody finds a similarity of how they ripped off a scene.
So my thing is, did they like? Do you give Mass Effect the whole the saying it ripped off when Star Trek Next Generation actually had the whole like Federation against the Borg, or in Star Trek fucking First Contact when they also had the whole fucking Federation against the Borg, or when where Star Wars ripped it off from Mass Effect? It's like big space battle. Like, duh, you're gonna just have a lot of ships, and it's not exactly the most, how do I put it? It doesn't look like it was a lot of funding that it went towards fucking the fucking what the fuck is that called? The budget went towards other shit, more important shit. But let's let them continue.
Or they ripped off something else and then they shoehorned it into this show. So when I got to the very end, after everything that happened, Captain Picard is now he died. He didn't tell Riker, his number one out of every. Riker named his son after Captain Picard, and Picard is sitting there dying on the deck of the ship, and he doesn't tell Riker, I'm having an episode, I could potentially die. He says goodbye to Riker, and then he starts dying. Soji beams him down to the planet so he can die with people who are practically strangers to him, that he has no emotional connection with, that, none of us audience have any connection with him and these new characters, because it's like, you want to have that emotional impact of Captain Picard dying? Have him do it with Riker, somebody that he...
Okay. She said a lot of shit within that minute. I swear to God, she was talking so fast it felt like she was just said. It feels like she is on some shit or needs to get on some shit. The fact is, concise point. She's upset because that Picard didn't tell Riker that he was dying. Motherfucker, they knew that he was dying. When he went to the fucking planet, they was like, you're in some shit. It's like, yeah, I'm in some shit. Oh, this may be your last mission. Yeah, this may be my last mission. They fucking knew. That's why they didn't stop him. Did you miss that part? When they were on Nepanthe? Like, literally, like Troy said, as soon as she saw him, she was like, you motherfucker, you're literally dying and you're doing this bullshit. You're running around like a motherfucking idiot. But they knew they wasn't gonna stop him, and if he was gonna continue with or without him. He told him, like, literally, I wasn't gonna ask you because you just gonna fucking try to help me, and y'all got shit to do. But I just have that memory of the show. But let's continue.
He has had 7 seasons and movies with building up that relationship between him and Riker. That is his number one guy. And you're going to have him not tell him that he's dying. Not say, it's my last time I could ever potentially see you or talk to you. Let me not tell you I'm dying. And let me die with all these strangers. And so they save his brain pathways and they put him into an android body with no upgrades. Because according to Dr. Noonien Soon's biological son, oh, we knew you wouldn't like that. Captain Picard has a prosthetic heart. He wouldn't be alive if he didn't have upgrades. So don't give me this bullshit. He even says, I would have liked another 10 or 20 years.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there because something tells me she doesn't understand sarcasm with the shit. Because quite literally, he was joking when he said that. He asked, "Am I immortal?" And he's like, "No. Like we know your cricketed old ass wouldn't like to be immortal, and you would have found value in death." Oh, wait, it's almost as if they were having another discussion talking about how the fact is that people find meaning and value in death. Picard was quite literally, and I think he did have a fucking role as and if he didn't, he deserves a role in Moby Dick. Like he understood the value in living a life and having life to come into an end. He was fucking looking to die for like 20 years. Like, that's the fucking thing. And he said it was like just living just to live. And his something that he expressed for so long means nothing. People die. Hey, everybody who's watching this in the past or the future, or whatever the fuck it is, who's watching it right now, and in the past, I'm going to say this: people die. Fuck, I would love to be in motherfucking Ulster Carbon when I can just download my motherfucking self to a stack and have a sleeve. But people die. And some people make peace with the fact that, hey, eventually we're all gonna die. But these motherfuckers who complain about the robot body not lasting forever, shit, okay, you're gonna die, motherfucker. Make peace with that and move the fuck on. But let's continue.
To my life. That would have been nice, guys, but whatever. So then they're on the ship. They're gonna I don't even know what the point is now. What are they gonna do? They're gonna go off in space with Rios, who is somebody that is hired by Captain Jean-Luc Picard to go do stuff. It doesn't make any sense what they're doing.
You know what? What gets me is none of these motherfuckers really, actually, they're complaining about, oh, he doesn't need to be respected or something shit like that. He's Admiral Jean-Luc Picard. This isn't Next Generation. I guess it is. But he is literally an admiral. But it was a retired position. And, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong with this. A lot of people, once they have left a branch of the military, unless they're hanging out with buddies that really hold on to the title, a lot of people, especially if they've been disillusioned, they don't exactly say, you have to call me by my title. Fuck. Like, no. This is literally a thing where, hey, he's a retired admiral. But these motherfuckers will never actually think that. But that all they just said is just like, yo, Captain Jean-Luc Picard. Motherfucker. Let's continue. I'm being an asshole and I'm being pedantic because this shit makes no sense to me. The fucking pettiness of
what their mission is, but it shows how Rios is sitting in the captain's chair. Agnes leans down and kisses him because they're a couple now, even though they just slept together once. He found out that she murdered her ex-boyfriend in cold blood. Then she regretted it. Then she was losing her shit. But what now?
You know about losing your shit,
okay
don't
with
you?
Dating a murderer. All right, fine. And
this whole thing, this hate of Agnes. Now, I hate like the character that Alison Peel played in motherfucking Dawson's Creek. Yes, I'm old enough to remember Dawson's Creek, and I watched that shit when I was younger. Fucking sue me. But no, like literally, she had a legit response. They literally showed her if there are fucking synthetic people or androids that gain sentience and call the motherfucking evil from beyond, they will destroy shit. That's the type of shit will make me want to be like, yeah, motherfucker, we gonna pull out your breathing tube too. I get it, and she was willing to like, no, fuck, like something that remember she worked her whole life working with synthetic or android fucking creations. And the fact that she specifically was like, no, we can't do this shit. We can't call down the motherfucker. We cannot sow the wind because we will reap the fucking hurricane. Look it up if you don't know that reference. Yeah, we can't do this. So as much as I fucking care about Bruce Maddox, nah, motherfucker, you gonna die. And shit, the fuck? Okay, it was a wrap up of a season where you're mad because people hooked up. Like the fuck? Yeah, maybe they hooked up, and maybe it's like Star Trek wasn't exactly known for monogamy in the Next Generation episodes. Fuck, Kirk wasn't known for monogamy. The joke was it was gonna be what green woman he was gonna sleep with. Josh Jackson was actually awesome.
And then it zooms down to Seven and Raffi drinking. All right, no harm done, whatever. They're just drinking. And then Raffi puts down her cup, and Seven, goes out of her way to grasp Raffi's hand and intertwine her fingers, and they're, gazing into each other's eyes like they're this romantic couple. And it's like,
That's okay. Like this is a shit. Like this is what she's really pissed off about, and you're gonna hear more about this shit. And like at a certain point, I won't have to say, no, we can't keep doing this because she gets really into this shit. So what? Two motherfucking people grasp each other's hand in a flirtatious way. So the fuck what? I don't care. They're fictitious characters in a fictitious universe. Could they start flirting with each other? Absolutely. Did they actually walk down a motherfucking aisle on the fucking ship after knowing each other for a few days, after a few hours? No, that's not what the fuck happened. One person took their hand and did like that. So the fuck what? Why is that an issue for you guys? But let's continue.
you 2 episodes where you interacted with this woman, or where these two characters interacted.
They're not exchanging rings. They're holding fucking hands. Oh my god. I would hit my head against the keyboard, but I don't have a way of replacing it right now.
It was the one where they go to Free Cloud, and it's barely any interaction. It's Seven talking to Picard. It's them putting on the costumes. Raffi takes off to go see her son that is pissed off at her because her son's going to have a baby with some Romulan chick. And Seven's
Vulcan. Pedantic. I know.
with Picard, and she needs to go settle some old, scorns between her and the chick that betrayed her, that, wanted to just use her and use Egypt to harvest their Borg technology. And then, Seven goes with him, reveals that she was lying to Picard, that she actually had dealings with this woman, and that she was there for revenge. Picard tries to talk her out of it. She beams out to the planet and kills her. She kills her. She's like, you killed Egypt? I waited 13 years. I knew where you were this entire time. I could have easily come within 13 years and gotten my revenge. But for whatever reason, she didn't. And
Actually, no. No, motherfucker. No, that's not what happened. And I feel like I'm fucking spoiling the video. And this is the time to put spoilers like fuck. I don't know. Fuck it. Don't care. So, here's the thing. She knew where she was. She couldn't get close to her for 13 years. And yes, the chick that 7 of 9 turned to red fucking mist. Like, she literally turned her to red mist. She's like, hey, Annika. Like, not 7. Annika. That whole little... It's a way when you write a character that you can actually tell that they've actually let them in and be close. And this is just... I'm a fucking novice writer. I don't write much, but I do write. It's a way that you actually just portray a character. It's like, ooh, that one hurt. That portrayal itself fucking hurt. And that's what happened in that whole interaction. Like, not only did you kill my son, motherfucker, like, and that's the thing. She was like, Egypt was like a son to me, but I let you in. I let you get close. And the way old girl looked at 7 was like, damn. I broke her heart. It was pretty well established that they had a more than just a regular friendship. But I don't know. Motherfuckers will overlook that because 7 turned her to red mist. Like, for real. 7 turned her to red mist and was gleeful about the shit. She was like, "You need to die painfully," and she vaporized her ass. That was satisfying as hell. And she was like, "Why did you do it?" It's like, "Why did you lie?" It's like, because Picard needs to still have hope in this world. I don't. That was the same thing as saying, um, like man kills, God forgives type shit. But let's continue.
She decided to do it now. Doesn't make much fucking sense, but that's what that. And then she's like, "All right, deuces, Picard." She goes back with the Rangers. Then she shows back up on the Borg cube later on, and then so that little bit that she was on the ship where she beamed over, she talked to them, kind of explaining what this planet was on Freecloud, explaining kind of the people, talking about the costumes, and then they went their separate ways. That was the only interaction she really had with Raffi. And then even on the planet in this last episode, she has more time talking to Rio, sitting there talking to Rio's drinking. Even on their mission, they didn't really interact with one another. There has been nothing to build up the fact that they are in a romantic relationship or that they had any interest in each other. If anything, the only build-up that they really had was with her and Rio. So I thought,
I mean, like, it wasn't exactly that she was trying to. They were, the fucking fate of the fucking galaxy was on the line, and it wasn't even that she was trying to build up something. But when the fucking things pass, hey, sometimes once what's up, Sega, what's up, Sega? Sometimes once the danger passed, you look around and say, hey, I am I fucking may need some fucking attention, and like that's what happens. Exhaust manifolds. Okay, cool. I am in meal. What am I in right now? Man, I am not doing good. I do work from home, so I will actually say that I am working from home, but this shit, social distancing is a motherfucker. God damn, it's really that far? Let's look at Hermata. But let's let this shit go.
oh, they're sitting there drinking. That's the only thing that my mind is able to, cross-reference is that, all right, he's actually her type. From what we have seen, Seven likes guy, tall, dark, and handsome type of men. She had her husband when she was, connected with the Borg. And for those of you that do not know, if you didn't watch Voyager, 7 of 9, when she was a Borg, there was an abnormality in Borgs. When you're plugged in to the Borg cube in the hive mind and you are regenerating, which is sleeping, your consciousness goes to this place. And it's all people, they're all individuals. When they wake up, they don't remember. When they're in the...
So here's the thing with this one. Like, in what I seem to have an issue with, like, a lot of people don't remember that from Voyager. 7 of 9, when she kind of started branching out, she started doing a lot of fucking reckless shit in order to fucking protect people. This Unimatrix Zero type bullshit, that was something that she did do. She actually did pay a part to in order to make sure that people were rescued. It was a lot of different tactics that, like, she that actually tried and actually performed. She literally wasn't as jaded. She was helpful and hopeful with trying to help people, and that was just part of the nature of how they was writing her character when they first started. Now, as far as the next generation shit, like, let's be honest, excuse me, as far as relationships in the next generation time period from Voyager or even Deep Space Nine and the Next Generation, they were pretty fluid with the shit. The only time I seen it when it wasn't fluid is the issue with when Crusher actually was dating this one guy, and it was not Bajoran, but the Dax race, where they had the symbiote that stored personality from everybody. that's the one time it was a little bit more regressive, but other than that, they really didn't fucking care about who you fucked as long as it. Shit, I was gonna say as long as it didn't cause an intergalactic issue, but even then, sometimes it did cause intergalactic issues. But let's continue.
drones, they don't remember, but every night they go to sleep and they go and they live their lives. She had a husband in that little, Borg collective
She had a lover.
mind thought
They didn't
place.
say husband.
She had a husband there. Then later on, when she was trying to discover herself and discover her sexuality and discover what it's like to be in a relationship, she chose to Chakotay. She set up a holodeck program where she was in a relationship with Chakotay, and it was even interfering with work, and she tells the doctor about it. She's embarrassed about it, and we already know that the doctor's been interested in her, but she says, I kind of have this holodeck program because I wanted to know what it would be like to be in a relationship with someone. She could have chose a woman. If she was interested in women, she could have gone and chosen a woman. No, I don't think anyone would have batted an eyelash, because that's not abnormal for something to happen in Star Trek.
So why are you flipping the fuck out about it over fucking hand grab? Are you jealous? That's what it is? You're jealous. You're jealous. Look, I don't give a fuck who she was grabbing hands with. I don't give a fuck. Like, shit, she was even flirting with the Romulan chick who she disappointed. She straight up kicked over the railings like, this is the Borg cube and I'm the queen, bitch. Bow. Now, mind you, you didn't see the body, so you don't know if she's alive or not. But but let's continue.
You having characters that are bisexual, that are gay, that are I don't know what the extent of it is, pansexual, all of that. That is not out of the normal for something like that to happen in Star Trek. Heck, they have.
What? So why is it a fucking issue? I mean, like, shit. I remember in Deep Space Nine, Quark had I want to say it was a woman pretending to dress like a man because if the Ferengis didn't let their women leave the house with clothes on and all this other good shit. And he was like, it's like, this isn't a new fucking thing. But let's continue.
Have interspecies, or excuse me, not interspecies, different
yes,
species
interspecies, motherfucker.
So they're, if anything, out of all of the sci-fi things at least that I've seen, this is the most progressive and open-minded as far as the exploration of sexuality. It wouldn't have been out of the normal. I don't think anyone would have gotten offended by it. I definitely wouldn't. Yeah, it's she.
But the thing about it is, this is a 9-minute video. She's already spent 4 minutes of her time talking about how the fact that she doesn't like the fact that 7 or 9 held hands with spy security girl. I don't give a fuck about her name. I care about her character. She was motherfucking spy security woman. So
She's going and exploring her sexuality or how she wants to be in a relationship. Who does she pick? She doesn't pick a woman. She picks a man. She picks Chakotay. That is who she's interested in. It has always been built up and.
But again, you're talking about exploration. Maybe she tried it and didn't like it. I don't know. Like, why is it such a thing for you? It's funny to me because the shit is just hilarious. The shit is hilarious to me because she's fucking flipping out. She's talking at fucking 50 miles per hour to say the fact that she doesn't understand why. She doesn't understand. Like, come on now. Come on. Let's continue.
Led up to
this is like one of the main topics.
Is a straight woman, that she is interested in men. We have never seen her pursue a romantic relationship with a woman. There's nothing wrong with that if they would have built it up and had some character development to her, discovering that about herself. And that's very, normal for people that when they're younger, they, think that they're straight and, they have families, they get married, they have children, and then later in life they realize, hey, I'm gay, or I'm this, or I'm I'm that. And, they make a big life change. That is not out of the normal. That is, that's
So
actually
it
something
doesn't
that
sound
I
like
think
she
is
should
pretty
be making
common.
this video.
And I'm a human. I can understand that later in life you discover that. But you need to show that in the show. If you don't want it, instead of just shoehorning it in at the end to have the, the little token, bisexual or LGBTQ plus character. And, if you
Why is she fucking flipping out about this other little token or like the fuck? Like no one. Does it really matter? Like there was a character on Next Generation. He was holosexual. What do you mean holosexual? Literally, he used to want to fuck holograms or fuck or did or fantasize about like literally it's a hologram and he used to spend a lot of time. He was the original. I guess you wouldn't be original if it was in the future, but he was literally into Reginald Barkley. Like he used to fuck hologram programs, but nobody batted an eye about that shit until they realized who the fuck he was making characters out of. But I mean, like for real, like the holodeck was literally you could have turned that into the red light district. Well, 7 more jumps, cool.
you wanted to do that, you could have had Seven have a scene talking with Raffi. They could have had a scene where they're sitting there drinking and
now, mind you, listen how she sets this motherfucking scene up. Listen to this shit. She's giving way too much thought into the scene. But let's continue.
Talking about their life, which would have made a lot of sense. Just have Raffi say, oh yeah, I was married once, like I had a son, and have how 7 of 9, Egypt was like a son to her, how them both talking about how 7 lost her son. The last time they saw each other, 7 got revenge. Raffi could have been like, oh, what happened with that, like you went back and killed her, didn't you? Like I knew that she pissed you off for some reason. 7 could have said, yeah, she wanted to steal my cortical node, but Egypt, who's like a son to me,
really?
he gave me his, and they were
This sounds like an interesting conversation. This sounds like a real interesting conversation. Ooh, let's have this whole conversation of what they could have actually done in the scene. Let's go.
Killing him to try to find his, but I had it all along and I'm going to live with that regret because I couldn't save him. And then Raffi could go and say, hey, you know what? I had a husband, I had a son, but nobody would listen to me. I knew Starfleet was being shady, which again, they never brought this up again in the show that Raffi knew all along that there was this plot within Starfleet with the Romulans and the synthetics. It never.
Okay, she's going off on a tangent. I'm going to go off on a tangent. Because they literally didn't have to. Commandant O burnt herself. And when I say burnt herself, literally, she was an undercover asset. And she just like, no, this is the fucking end of the world. So I'm going to make sure that I burn myself. And it was known that she was like, oh, fuck. She literally did it. Like, she is the one who's been the mastermind behind this. And they actually spelled it out. She literally burnt herself because she felt she was saving the fucking universe from what she considered to be monsters. You didn't have to spell it out. She was literally on the bridge of the leader. She was the literal leader of the bridge of the assault team. The person who was head of security, whatever the fuck, in Starfleet is literally a Romulan spy to stop androids from being made. Yeah, you don't have to spell it out. She was literally a Romulan spy, and she was open about it because she's trying to save, in her opinion, the universe. But let's continue.
Never got mentioned again. It didn't get resolved in this final episode, which is a huge red flag. Why would you introduce this? Raffi literally threw her life away. She blames it on Picard, even though it was her fault that she decided to resort to drugs and alcohol and not be a mother to her son and not be a wife and a mother in her family and just abandon her family, not include her family in the conspiracy theory that she was aware of, that she had all the evidence for. She didn't tell them what was going on and why she was so frustrated, why she left or got.
All right, so the problem with the conspiracy theory, the conspiracy is that she didn't have any evidence. She only had conjecture and inference. So, like right wing people, this is the thing. And people weren't right wings, but who believe in conspiracy theories. You need evidence in order for you to bring up or prove something. It's evidence. That's what you need. You need evidence. What the hell, man? I suppose it had jumped. Oh, okay. Whew. But you need evidence for this shit. That's what you need. You need to be able to say, hey, this is the proof I have here. Circumstantial, tangential. You need at least proof in order to, make sure that, you have some evidence. And for the story, you can actually see when her son rejected her. It's like you came up with all these conspiracy theories and you let it fucking ruin your life. Where, I mean, like, not to give any fucking not to give any credence to like a person like Bill Greathouse, but the best conspiracy theory is to prove that there is no conspiracy. There is no war inside the walls of Ba Sing Se. There is no war inside the walls of Ba Sing Se. I gotta circle around because I need some fuel. Then I'm gonna actually go ahead and continue on the jumps. But let's let her continue.
Expelled from Starfleet. So it doesn't make any sense. It didn't get resolved, but that's basically all of Star Trek Picard. So Raffi could have had that conversation with Seven. They could have bonded. Raffi could have said, and she could have said that line where she's just like, you know what? It's honestly, it's for the better because now, older. I was young back then when I got married, when I had a child, and now, I learned a lot of things about myself. And I realized, it's for the greater good that, my marriage didn't last. But I do regret not being a mother to my son. What? But as far as the marriage thing, that honestly wasn't for me. If there was that little line. Sure. And then Seven could have said, I used to, have someone too. What? I was in a romantic relation. We were stuck in, the Delta Quadrant. On our, way back, I started, seeing someone, meaning Chakotay. She could have brought up Chakotay and given an explanation why he wasn't in the show and said, you know what? I was dating this guy.
It almost sounds as if she just wants to know where's Chakotay. Where's Chakotay? Give me a. That would be incredibly insensitive, so I'm not gonna actually do it. But give me a face tattoo, a face marking. Yes, I want to see that shit. Ooh, it's like the fuck. Let's continue.
He, was a second officer. I had even had like a hollow simulated, fantasy version of him. And then, we tried having a relationship when we got back to the Alpha Quadrant and, Beta Quadrant because it kind of overlaps on where Starfleet is. But
yeah, sure, whatever. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. Wow. Yeah, no, this like. Yeah, let's continue.
It's mostly in the Beta Quadrant. But when we got back, to Earth, things changed. I realized, we were growing, but we were growing differently.
No, I'm not going to let it go. Why do these motherfuckers actually believe that just because you are close with somebody, you're intimate with someone, think that it's. Yeah, she does sound like a child trying to tell a story. Why does she think that just because you're close or intimate with someone that actively means that you're just seeing them in fucking I don't know that for sure, Wajita. I don't know that. I don't know if she is. She may be. I can't say that she is. And I'm gonna actually tar her with that feather. Or tar her with that brush and feather her. But I can't say this. Just because you sleep with somebody or may have a reoccurring sexual relationship with somebody doesn't mean that that's the only person that you are going to spend the rest of your life with. Maybe you just have a relationship with that one. God damn, look at Riker and Troy. Since they want to bring this shit up, Riker and Troy, they had a lot of on and off again situations. They had a lot of on and off again situations. I'm not saying that it's an insult. I just don't want to. How do I put it? I don't want to just relegate her as something that she can't help and just saying like, oh no, she's just like this, and so the poor little idiot. So like no, I want to give her the merit of if she says she's not in this video, I'm not gonna treat her that way. I'm just gonna treat her like a normal idiot. That's the way I see it. Now, if she came back and said she doesn't understand shit, like I personally don't understand most of you mortals' feelings and way to do shit. I'm pretty straightforward. Shit. Some people may say, yeah, I'm on the spectrum, but like this shit, what she's upset about, it just sounds as if she's a shitty writer, or she is so far can't put together a story or inferences, or can't enjoy a story with inferences or without complete information. She needs to be spelled out everything. These are the motherfucker. Okay, yeah, but these motherfuckers, these are the people that wanted an explanation of what the force is, and when they got it, it was like, oh, what is a force? What is a force? It's metachlorians. I don't care. I don't like that explanation. Then motherfucker make up your own explanation and don't worry about canon. But let's continue.
Ever since Voyager got back to Federation space, and I just went on some soul searching. That's why I wasn't in Starfleet. That's why I didn't pursue that career like she was, and why she left Janeway, B'Elanna, Paris, Harry, Chakotay, why she's off on her own and being a ranger. And then also, Egypt was in Starfleet. We saw that. He was wearing the Starfleet insignia and the uniform when he got killed. So
yeah, you planted that thought in my head, Vegeta. Yeah, she sounds like she's a child telling a story. For real. Now, the thing about it is, I don't understand. I don't think she understands that it was the end of the episode and they did a lot of shit to wrap up what was going on in that episode. And the fact is, you're not going to get this big long conversation. Maybe they just wanted to ride each other's faces for a night. It doesn't mean that they're in a serious relationship, but motherfuckers like this, these are the motherfuckers that they, just because you sleep with someone once, that you have to settle down and marry them for the rest of your life. That's not how shit works all the time, man. But let's continue.
She could have explained why she decided to go do her own thing, and she was so proud that Egypt was able to, pursue a career in Starfleet, and then, because of her, he's the reason, or she's the reason that he got killed, because she decided to go pursue this other career, being a ranger, and she got in the mix with all of these, the bad side of society. She befriended someone that actually betrayed her, and people are trying to make the excuse, well, you need to pay attention to the dialogue because it was hinted that her and the bad chick from the planet, the Free Cloud planet, that they actually were in a relationship. There was no hint of that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like, okay. You're right, Vegeta. I think she may be on the spectrum, because anybody who saw that Free Cloud episode would have known that they had some shit going on. And yeah, but I think this is mostly about her being defensive as shit. Like, she is literally being defensive because of the blowback she got from Twitter on this bullshit. And I think she's ignoring signs and actually just being obstinate as shit because she got blowback, because it was like, dude, we was watching the same thing, and literally they acted as if that they, like, this wasn't Seven's first rodeo on the, like, even when she was fighting the Romulan spy, they was flirting while they were fighting. The only problem is, you like, if you weren't such a half breed or half bot, Like she literally said that. She's like, "You sexy, but you're half machine, so I can't fuck with you like that." And that pissed Seven off. But let's continue. Now, mind you, this is not to throw shade on her, but I remember why Jerry Ryan's marriage actually broke up. Remember, she was married to a politician out here in Illinois, and I remember why her relationship broke up. So this wasn't exactly something that was foreign to Jerry Ryan about maybe enjoying the company of a woman. But you know, I'm not shitting on it. Like literally, like I I love sexually free women. I love them to death. But that's a different story.
I have watched that episode multiple times, unfortunately, because I did a full-on review of that episode. There is no hints. There's eye contact. Yeah, there's eye contact of hatred. That wasn't eye contact of I'm a scorned lover. No, that was somebody who fucking betrayed her. Have you not ever been in real life and seen what it's like when you think that somebody's your best friend? And I'm gonna say this: women are fucking catty. Women can be evil as fuck. So I know what it's like to be betrayed by a woman. There's women that have betrayed me in my life, even things that happened 20 years ago, and I still remember that because it's evil. Men are a whole different story. Women, like, they find out what you love and what you like, and they just destroy it, and they just the most evil people in my life that I've ever met have been women. Let me just put that out there right now. So watching that, it's like that was.
She is still on this whole 7 to 9 shit. Like seriously. Like okay. Wow, did she just throw all of her gender underneath the bus? Like just throw it under, roll, and then roll back over. Like for real? And I think she's purposely being obtuse about it because she received some shit for this. She literally has received shit for this. And I'm just dog piling on it. But you know what? I'm not even gonna trip because that. Because that is literally 1,000 more, not 1,000 more, almost 1,000 times the subscribers that I have. So I don't give a fuck. And listen to the title: Star Trek Picard finally disrespects character in the LGBT by shoehorning them into virtue signaling. No, bitch, you got called out. You got called out because you were an asshole. But let's continue.
Was times when I'm like, okay, the dialogue is terrible, but at least the acting is there. I could see that Jerry Ryan's a very talented actress. You could tell she hated her. She had that passionate anger for her, and that's why I said,
almost
if you hate this person so much, if you
broke
want
her heart
so
and
much,
betrayed
why
her.
did you wait 13 years? Doesn't make any sense for me. Never did I get the tiniest inkling that it was because they were in a romantic relationship. The way that she carried herself, it seemed like she was, the femme fatale, flirtatious type of air that she carried was in a sense, directed at men like Bruce Maddox as a way of manipulation. Not with Seven. It didn't. It was a friend that.
Yeah, I know. Like when people are vindictive, they do pretty much the same thing. They try to hurt each other in a way where it would hurt each other in more value. For instance, um, vindictive women would try to hurt men because they value their possessions. Vindictive men would try to hurt women because they value their self worth. So, like, they would say she's a slut or some other shit like that. She's done shit to be, less valuable as society see women. Vindictive women would hurt men to say, "Well, I'm gonna take your possessions. I'm gonna hurt you by your possessions." Like, yeah, but it's generally about fucking hurt. And I'm sorry, like, I really think this chick really doesn't understand interpersonal relationships. But let's continue.
Betrayed her. Somebody that Seven thought was her friend that betrayed her. Never did I get an inkling that that was a romantic relationship.
Then you're a fucking idiot. Like everybody else did. You even hear people saying that no, she broke her heart. Like that's literally what happened. Well, no, I didn't get an inkling of that because you don't want to get an inkling of it. But let's continue. Yes, yes. 24, I got it. But let's continue.
So with Seven, and if Seven could talk to Rat, I know if you want it, and this is me trying to help the people that are writing Star Trek. If you wanted me to believe that Seven is bisexual or LGBTQ plus, all of that, if you wanted me to believe that, you could have established it, but you didn't. They shoehorned
I'm
it
not
in
taking
at the
that
end
bet.
as, let's have the token LGBTQ plus character. It's fucking stupid.
No, no, I'm gonna say this. She may have had a boyfriend. He may have said "I love you" and all that other good bullshit to GTD. What do you mean GTD, Crimson? He GTD. He got them draws, and it was like peace. Old Martin reference, but let's continue.
And it's insulting to people that actually are LGBTQ
Yeah,
plus. And I don't
that's
see
that's a
why
bet I
this
won't take.
people are losing their minds. And I made a tweet about this. I just said lesbian. That was me in the heat of the moment making a tweet, and I couldn't fit everything in. I guess in retrospect I probably should have just.
So let's get this right. This is what she's saying. And what she was saying, she couldn't fit the word the LGBTQ IA or plus, intersex or asexual. Like you can fit that in, but you can fit in the whole word of lesbian. Come on, guy. Come on. Come on. You're telling me LGBTQ. Fucking 5. If you want to add the plus, 6. But you can spell out the whole word lesbian, which I'm pretty sure, and I can't speak right now because I'm fucking playing a game. I'm pretty sure that has more than 6 fucking letters, but you're having a fucking issue? Get the fuck out of here, guy. Get the fuck out of here.
Just put the abbreviation because I didn't realize that people lose their fucking
Exactly, and
minds
bounce.
when you don't
GTD
include
and
every
bounce.
single one of those and say, oh, do bisexuals not exist to you? It's like, are you fucking stupid? Who the fuck on the planet Earth doesn't know what a bisexual person is? Like, unless you're a very young child or you grew up on an island and you don't have internet, I don't know anyone that's not aware of what that is. The fact that I left it out of a tweet because Twitter only allows you to have so many characters, and I just, in the heat of the moment, I did a tweet, and I left out one word. Apparently, I'm the embodiment of evil, and I don't like inclusion. It's like, all right, let me call up my best friend who's pansexual. Let me,
You know what? These bigot motherfuckers kill the fuck out of me because they collect friends like they fucking Pokemon. Oh, I have this type of friend. Oh, I have that type of friend. Oh, like the fuck? Just because you have a black friend or a Hispanic friend or a gay friend or a bisexual friend or a pansexual friend or a friend that's a paraplegic, quadriplegic, doesn't mean that you don't fucking hold animosity or the fucking what is that bigotry of lower expectations for them. No, motherfucker, you still can have issues. And the fact that you don't get that lets me know that, yeah, I'm thinking Vegeta is right. Maybe you are on the motherfucking spectrum. But let's continue.
my other friend who's getting married this summer, and she's a lesbian, and she's getting married to her fiance. One of my other best friends. It's like I could go off and list the amount of people I know that are in the LGBTQ plus community. I have more friends that are in that community that are straight. So saying that, oh, I'm not inclusive and I don't like bisexual people just because I didn't include it in a tweet? Are you fucking serious?
Now, mind you, this is a fucking 30-minute video. Exactly. I don't, for real, I don't care what you do. If you ain't hurting nobody, cool fucking beings. I don't give a fuck. As a matter of fact, like what like I how do I put it? I don't care if you are whatever. I there are some people that I just don't want to see like doing PDA, but it goes by if I'm attracted to you or not. I don't give a fuck. Like I have the same level of just like I don't want to see shit from two people that I'm not attracted to. I don't care what gender you are. It's like no, that's not my thing. I don't give a fuck. It's not my thing. I'm not gonna judge you, shit, because I understand that people may not want to see me sharing public displays of affection with a young lady that I'm with. I don't give a fuck. But I'm not gonna sit up and it's like, no, don't do it. And if it's on TV, so the fuck what? I don't care. But this bullshit that these people are getting upset about, it's like they feel like, oh my god, if it's accepted, then I may have to indulge into it. Like the fuck, like this is the whole thing that they sound like. No, you don't fuck the rich. You eat the rich. That's what you do. You eat the motherfucking rich. They taste like pork.
That's that's literally when you go out of your way to find something to cry about, and these people are fucking insane that are going and doing that. It's like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I am just somebody on the internet that posted a tweet to the people that follow me, and if you follow, you came onto my Twitter, I've never heard of you, you don't follow me, you don't know anything about me,
If you
and
don't
you're
like
saying
it,
all
don't
these
pay
horrible
attention
things
to my
about me.
content, huh?
I literally just explained in this video how you can make it, give an explanation as to why Seven would be, part of the LGBTQ plus community.
So here's the thing about that whole conversation she set up. How do you know that's not the conversation that they were having, but you didn't see it? So why do you know that that's not the conversation that they were having? I was like that's the whole thing. You got into a full detail conversation. But this chick got into a full detailed conversation of how they could have had the conversation because she didn't see it on screen. Well, they must not have had the conversation, so they must have made up this whole. They may be attracted to each other. She acts as if they was slamming each other down on the motherfucking table, reenacting like some bad Brazer motherfucking scene. That's literally how she acts. But let's continue.
And same with Raffi. Explain. You were younger, you had relationships, and with men that were straight relationships, and then Raffi realized, oh, later on in.
Wait. It's only one piece of evidence that she even had sex with a man once. The fact that she has a kid. That's only one piece of evidence. How do you know the rest of them wasn't women? How the fuck do you not know? The fuck that's at least she has evidence that she's fucked somebody. Fucking 709 doesn't have evidence that she even had sex. I mean, like, come on, God. We, like, why are we having this discussion about somebody not having a conversation with somebody when they literally have machines that they make everything out of nothing? They're called fucking replicators. But let's continue.
In life, it's better that my marriage ended because I actually, that wouldn't have worked for me. That's not, what my heart, that wasn't doing it for me and my heart. That's not,
We're
it
not
didn't
going to
make
do
me
much
feel
more of
full
this
the way
video
love
because
is supposed to. Seven could have said the same thing with Chakotay. The reason why it didn't work out, the reason why Chakotay.
And again, I'm gonna have to refer to Vegeta on this one. It doesn't sound as if she's actually had a man before, a boyfriend before, because not everybody you with gives you these big flutters and gives you the feeling of how love should actually be. Like, no, sometimes you're with somebody because they make you feel nice. You feel nice when you with them. They feel nice when they with you. You're pointy or sticky bits kind of bump and that makes you feel good. It's not the overall, oh, I love you forever in my soul and forever in a day. That's not what happens in mostly all relationships. That's not how that works, dog. Like for oh fuck, 6 jumps and I'm almost there. But yeah, that's not how that works. Exactly. And sometimes shit, sometimes you just want to have that neck muscle. Show me what that neck do. That's it. And that's for men and women. Sometimes you want the woman, you want to tell a man, show me what that neck do. Or sometimes a woman will tell a woman, show me what that neck do. Or a man to a man or a man to a woman, like, show me what that neck do. Sometimes that's all you fucking want. But let's continue.
Chakotay's not in the show. The reason why Chakotay is not even mentioned, even though the last time we left off on Voyager, they were in a relationship. And people...
No, they went on a date, motherfucker. They just went out on a date. A date is not a relationship. A date is not a relationship. Fucking somebody more than once is not a relationship. Twice is not a relationship. Hell, you can look at my Facebook timeline. Fucking somebody multiple times is not a relationship. Sometimes it's just fucking. Let's continue.
People say, oh, well, it wasn't built up that her and Chakotay were together. It was. She had the entire Hollow program wherein she was fantasizing what a relationship would be, and she picked Chakotay. So we know that she has an attraction for him. We know Chakotay mentioned it before in the show that she's an attractive woman. We know that that attraction is there, and that just because we didn't see, the initial...
I think she has a, would it be a hard on? Yeah. Clits get hard. Like, I think she has a hard on for Chakotay. I think she has a hard on for Chakotay. I literally, like, she's mentioned why he's not in the show, why he's not there, why he's not there. Like, okay, he's not in the show. It's called Star Trek Picard, not Star Trek Voyager Part 2. Let's continue.
Initial blossomings of a romance doesn't mean it's not possible. It's very much possible. They laid the groundwork for that in Voyager. Having it come in at the end like that, I felt like it was a little rushed, but that was because it was the last season. So I can make excuses for that. Just like if they just did this simple scene of Seven and Raffi having a drink together, and
like they was drinking already.
Raffi realizing that it was actually a beneficial thing that her marriage didn't work out, but she's regretful as a mother that she doesn't have a...
Maybe she just wanted to see what a Borg tastes like. I mean, like, I hate to sound graphic. Maybe she want to see what that neck do. Just once. Just once. Like, for real. Like, sexuality for some people is not just a fixed thing. It's not. Some people actually are more fluid. And I'm not talking about the whole pansexual. Like, just some people find the strength to be somebody who stands on the front line and actually fight for what's right, attractive. I personally myself am somebody that finds intelligent conversation with a woman very arousing. That's just how some people are. But I think this chick, the Star Wars chick, probably hasn't had a real relationship or something that, I don't know. Let's let her continue.
Relationship with her son, and the same thing with Seven. Hey, I technically felt like I was a mother to Egypt, and I failed him. He's dead because of me. I'm always gonna have that pain in me because I failed him.
I'm only doing this until I get to the
and now that I got my revenge, at least I can sleep at night knowing that I avenged Egypt. But me and Chakotay didn't work out because, again, it didn't fulfill me in my heart and soul, and I've always been searching for my humanity because I was assimilated. I lost that. I lost my individuality, and I've spent my entire life trying to find who I was because I lost decades being assimilated and being stuck as Borg. So now, still trying to find myself. And, maybe there's something that I've been denying that
Core
I'm just
jumps,
now coming
yes.
to terms and realizing. Have the scene end like that. No more dialogue. Have them make eye contact. And then later on in the show, when they do hold hands, it would make sense.
Oh my God, she is not gonna say holding hands means a lifelong commitment. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's not gonna say this. No, she does not look like she speaks Spanish. I mean, like, maybe that's a little bit prejudgy of me, but she doesn't look like she speaks Spanish. Oh God, like literally, she wants a setup to a setup. Let's continue.
Sense, it wouldn't feel as shoehorned in because you have that explanation as to how they got from point A to point B to point C and how they're going to go and just explore this new side of themselves together, and hopefully they can find love and find that fulfillment. I'm completely fine with that.
She does. I don't know. I don't know.
That would be fine. It would give an explanation to Chakotay. It would give an explanation as to why Raffi didn't, try to fix her family and the motivation behind that, but the motivation behind each character. There's a way to do these things if you understand the way that the characters work, their past. Raffi, not so much because she was just introduced in the show, but especially with Seven, understanding Seven's past and how to implement that and just doing some real life,
Oh my God. Oh my God. So one thing that I don't get about this whole situation is just like she has literally made most of this video about a glance and a touch of a hand. Like, for real, I'm done. I just can't do nothing. Her biggest problem is people. She is literally trying to explain the fact that she got shit on Twitter by saying, "Oh, Seven's a lesbian now." This is the reason why she's made this video. I can't do it anymore. I can't do this video anymore. I need to cleanse my palate. I this is no Dunzy. Like I'm gonna have to do a new video. I'm sorry. I'm um like I'm at least trying to make it to the fact that I need to get and return these motherfucking things, whatever is part of the mission. But this chick is really, really. It's like she's never had a relationship. She doesn't know how to how to relationship. She doesn't know how to be just attract people and be cool with people. She sounds like one of these incels. She sounds like an incel where it's like, oh my God, you went out on a date with me. Let's go get married and have like 5 kids and all this other good bullshit. And you know what? There are writing issues. I swear to God, there are pacing and writing issues. You can clearly tell where, like, and I keep saying this, Jonathan Franks took over being able to help and direct some of the shows when, like, the later part of the seasons. And you actually get it where Jonathan Franks is a fucking awesome director. He's an awesome character director, and he's an awesome VA director. He's a voice actor director. Like he is literally somebody who can oh shit, come on, come on, come on. These motherfuckers are trying to get me. These motherfuckers just trying to get me. He's actually somebody who has made a lot of great shows. And I'm sorry, these motherfuckers like, and they hate Discovery because of I guess like something. And I actually have to go watch this. Um, yeah, and I respect Joe's opinion about shit. I can understand his opinion about things, but I can see like one of the things about a lot of critics, I can understand the point that they're trying to make, even if I don't agree with them. So, I watch Zero Punctuation, Yahtzee Croshaw. Like some of the shit that he actually like, I like. This game, for instance, this is a game that he actually played, and I was like, "Oh, cool! This is a good game." And then when I saw that it's on sale, I bought it myself. So I mean, like, there are certain critics that I can take their word and say, "Hey, I like this," or "Hey, they may not like it, but they would actually say that this is one of the things that they not like about it." So that's it. But like the whole like this is the reason why I'm going through these videos because a lot of these people don't know their ass from a hole in the wall and they want to make well this should have went this way or this doesn't make sense. We are literally talking about a futuristic science sci-fi show where they have machines that can make food anything out of fucking thin air, and you're worried about the believability of two characters actually flirting with each other. But let's go. I'm gonna go to another video. And as with always, of course, with these, like and subscribe and share this video. Remember, these videos come out the next day. Once I split it up and once I go to another video.